By a better football team. Give Mississippi State credit. They're a good, strong, tough football team, deserving of the #1 ranking that they have. I appreciate our team's effort. We did not play well enough to win, to beat the #1 team in the country. Again, I felt like our guys, they went about their business. Their minds were right, their hearts were right. They tried the best they could. They were a better football team. As always in a loss, we all could do a lot. Can do better. We will do better. We'll get back to work. But give Mississippi State credit. They made the plays when they have to. They were a very physical football team, as you saw. And so, we've got to continue to work and get better. But that's the bottom line. They were a good football team, and they beat us.
Was it missed tackles something Mississippi State was doing while they were running, or was that?
Well, I think you have to credit them. Obviously we have to do things better and be more physical and make tackles. I mean, there's, we need to do better, but you have to give them credit for what they did. They made us miss, and we had guys bouncing off them a couple different times, and that's what I said earlier in the week. Let's give that's what you look like when you're a big, strong, physical football team, and they broke tackles and made plays when they had to.
Mark, when it comes down to closing the gap, obviously your kids competing, but is it just consistency in what you guys are doing?
Yeah, I mean, for the way we're closing the gap.
How do you close the gap between where you're at now and where Mississippi
Well, I mean,
State?
we're an onside kick away from going in and tying, getting the ball. We've been moving it pretty good. So, I mean, those aren't great odds getting onside kicks, but we're within 7 points of the #1 team in the country, and certainly we need to do things better. But, I think they're very good and very well coached, and they put a lot of stress on you, and there's a lot of things we could do better, but again, that's not that far.
Mark, could you talk about the way that Patrick played today? Talk about the way that Patrick.
Yeah, I thought Patrick really threw some good balls. We were inconsistent. He was inconsistent, but he really threw some big-time throws. Our receivers made some big plays. And with a game like that, we had some big plays. You really, and I said it all week, we really need to play good in all 3 phases. And it's hard. They put so much stress on you. Their offense. That's why they're the #1 offense in our league. And they put a lot of stress on you, and obviously we didn't hold up very good. So we needed to play better all the way across the board. But I thought Patrick did some good things.
Mark, what about DeMarco's catch? It looked like he did a great job of being able to stay in bounds along the sidelines.
Pardon me? Yeah.
DeMarco's catch.
Yeah, when he tiptoed in. Yeah, I didn't see it. It was on the far sideline, but obviously they reviewed it, so it was close. But big time play, and I really thought he did some good things again. And it was good, and it was big to get that excitement early in the game.
And Ryan's game, especially after what he's gone through this week.
Yeah, Ryan did some really good things. Had some big catches. Javis had the long catch. We moved Javis a little bit inside this week, and so they stepped up and competed hard, and made some very big plays, and really gave us an opportunity to win the game. Offensively and receiver-wise, and Patrick Foreman and the receivers making some catches. We just needed a few more stops, and we were behind the chains. It was an uphill battle the whole game, but just needed to make some plays.
Mark, was the plan going in for Patrick to run as much as what he did, or?
Yeah, we had to design a few quarterback runs in there. Yeah.
Mark, you usually don't talk too much about a defensive guy in a 45-point game, but Bud seemed to be all over the field for you.
No, he's a really good player and plays extremely hard. And as I've said over and over, he's very versatile and explosive. You can see it when it's predictable pass. He can get a great pass rush as well. So, just love the way he's playing.
Mark, I don't know if you mentioned this, I got it here, but to see them be in this game against this kind of team after what happened last week, what is that?
Yeah, that's what I said. Somebody asked me, how far off. I mean, I don't know. It's always week to week. You have to play good. That's what I told the team. You have to play our very best to beat the #1 team in the country. And we didn't, and they had a lot to do with that. They're a very good football team. But even though it was an uphill climb most of the game, we were in the game and had an opportunity, and we need to get a few more stops. Heck, with the fourth down, Ryan almost comes down with it, and then we score. It might have been a tie ball game at that point. I don't know. Would have, could have, should have, but we had some opportunities. Not as many, obviously, because it was uphill climb.
But you guys had enough to win the game, enough opportunities to win the game.
We had some opportunities, we did. Even getting the onside kick. Again, I don't like those odds, but that's tough to do. But it's a long shot at that point to try to get the onside kick. But with the 15-yard penalty, it gave us a little advantage. I thought even if it bounced around down there, we still had 2 timeouts. If we could have got it down the field. Of course, they catch it clean, and sometimes it happens that way. It just bounced perfectly right to them, and it short hops them. You never know, but it bounced right to them, and that's the way it went.
What do you need from your run defense?
Well, we need to play better. They have a lot to do with that, with all the dimension of their quarterback run game and how powerful they are, and how powerful Dak is and their running backs. They're very good. The 77-yarder or whatever, that was we had a desperation call on there, and they split us, and the rest is history. So I'd like to have that one back, but again, they ran it pretty well all night. I think we're getting better, but that's a good, strong physical team. And again, that's why they're the #1 offensive team in our league. Or they're the #1 team in the country.
Mark, was it your own decision as the season to hold Dory out in the first half?
Yeah, I really don't want to go there too much. That's a conversation between me and the league.
Mark, you get a sense of mood on your locker room?
I think the mood is it is what it is. We got beat by a better football team. We had some opportunities. We can play better. We need to play better. Nobody's going to give you any victories. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. It's time to get back to work and go prepare for the next game.
No concern